up, people? I've kind of lost count what day it is again, but you'll be happy to hear I'm feeling better. Yesterday, 2 days ago was like the first time I was squatting, so that was a pure gym one. I got up to like 260 squat, 220 bench. Like everything was moving all right. I sent those videos to Joey and talked to him, and I was like, look, you know, everything's been a little bit groggy, but it's fine. I feel like I've just come off the back of a deload. And he was like, to be fair, you're looking snappy for what you've just been through, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have, you know, regardless of whether it means it or not. It's nice to have those words. I'm definitely learning a lot about being a more vocally supportive coach than Joey, my own athletes, which is nice. But today we got deadlifts, and it's feeling good. I'll talk more about it afterwards. We've currently got 280 on the bar, which is what I did last week when ill. Now, a lot of you are probably going to say, Alex, why are you only doing 280 if last week you were ill? Bear with me. This is probably going to be a last warm-up for either like 290, 295 or 300, but I've learned my lesson. Don't jump straight from 260 to 300, even though it's feeling great. Like, hopefully you'll see it in the 280, but I've brought my stance in, I've got this weird little new setup, and it's working really nicely. I feel like I can actually squeeze and fire in my conventional deadlift in this way, rather than previously where I've kind of just been like yanking on the bar. I feel like I'm leg driving the bar here, which is a really nice feeling. Still a bit sniffly, as you can tell, but definitely a lot better than I was. So we've got like we'll say a 280 plus deadlift today, and then we've got some like volume bench, and I've got my bar here, so my own personal bar that I bought like years ago. I bought here to this gym, so that's in the storage room. I get to use it whenever I want. No one else gets to use it. It's great fun. So shout out Fitness First for being really understanding with that. I appreciate it. So I've got this, I've got bench, I've got some accessories, and then I'm going to go for a swim. And I've got to say it's pretty cool being able to do all that in a day. But yeah, I'm letting myself get a little bit angry with deadlifts. Not like shouting and yelling, but I'm throwing the bar about. You know, I'm having a bit of fun, and it's nice. So I'm going to blow my nose, and I'll see you for top set. Catch. We've got 260 for a set of 5 now. The top set for my deadlift was supposed to be a 7, and I think if I can clean up the lockout of my deadlift, that 300 will be a 7. It's just the issues I face with my deadlift technique is it can be as quick as you want off the floor. Like up to my knees, that's nothing. When I get past my knees, I then have to kind of like unravel, and that's difficult. lost the ability to breathe there. Whenever I get a bunch of head tension, my sinuses still block up. Oh, Jesus. So I went to breathe in through my nose on like the end of the 4th rep, ready for the 5th rep. Went to breathe in and just no air came in, nearly passed out. All right. Hopefully 235 shouldn't provide much of an issue. 2 sets of 5 again. This is last set. I'm going to try and do what I used to do with sumo. That helped me a lot with my positioning when I did deadlifts, which was not like decentrics, any tempo, but basically just like have control over the bar the whole time, especially because of how bouncy the floor is. If I come down with too much velocity, that bar just like moves left and right, and it kind of fucks with me because then I have to do like a 2-step shuffle to get back center. So this last set's going to suck because I'm going to have to hold tension for the entire time. Trying to find a good song, peeps. Right, I'm not listening to Sexy, Jesus Christ. Come on. That'll do. Kubla Khan's always going to carry me through. So we've got 3x5 at 7 pause bench. I think 190 is going to be in the ballpark. I do have to just kind of like feel out the machinery basically to see if the floor can take my leg drive and stuff like that. figure something out for my feet. Because I did slide there and also slap the bottom of the rack. Let me figure something out. Damn. That rack's trying to get me. Yep. 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 I got it. My phone is dangerous and close to dying because I didn't charge last night, which is sad. But I've got one more set of 12 of flat dumbbell, and then I've got 3x15 single arm pull down, and then 3x15 hammer curl. And then I'll go for a swim, and my phone will most definitely be dead, but I kind of want to go for a swim. And I didn't bring a change of clothes, which was stupid. I'll figure that one out later. I really don't like the dumbbells here. They've got like this weird handle that kind of like flares out at the top. So when you're trying to do like hammer curls or presses, it just like digs into the top of your thumb, which is why I'm doing hammer curls with a cuff. To be fair, I find this works a lot better for me doing hammer curls because although I'm reducing the length of the moment arm, I do get a lot less, I think it's brachialis involvement. So I feel there's a lot more in my bicep rather than just my forearm absorbing it all, which is not what I need. I don't need bigger forearms. Right, we've got single arm pull downs now. Woo. All right, single arm pull downs. Now, the issue with this single arm pull down is if I sit on a seat, notice that again, using range of motion. So instead, sit on the floor. This is quite light. I'll treat it as a warm-up set, chuck on my straps and get after it for the final 2 sets. had to change the battery over quickly, but that's that done now. So we can get back to the cool stuff, the fun stuff everyone's here to see, which is me sat on the floor, rowing weight. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Oh. Yeah, I'm knackered. That was really tiring. I'm going to do one more set off camera, and I'll see you for some posing. Alrighty, so that's our session done. It's very echoey in here. Echo. We're just gonna. Wait, is this the brightest the lights go? Ooh. Oh. I swear these lights went brighter. Okay. Oh no, maybe I'm going blind. That could be a thing, to be fair. I've not felt this ill in a while. But yeah, I mean, that is today's session done. Deadlifts, I think, moved really well. Like, I had a lot of success with deadlifts. I felt like I had a lot of success with deadlifts, at least. I felt like they moved well. I felt like I have a repeatable technique. I think that's the biggest thing. It's like, I have fought for so long with like squat, bench, and deadlift to have a technique that I can like repeat time on. And I've struggled to find that technique for a while now. I've struggled to be like, yeah, this is the technique that I want to do. And it's a lot of the time, it's just like, it changed every day, and that kind of sucked. But no, that's the session done. Feeling pretty good. I thought I'd sign out a bit like Sam Sulek when I'm here, because it's kind of boring doing it in my kitchen, and they've got so many studios here. I'm sure I can find one that's empty. Touch wood. Touch wood. But yeah, I mean, so I feel like the physique is actually doing really well, even after being ill for quite a bit of time. Like, I had COVID like the last 2 weeks. I feel like I maybe haven't put on a lot of size, but I've definitely lost some body fat, so I'm looking bigger for it. I'm pretty pleased about that. But the most important thing, being a powerlifter, is how good you look in a singlet. And that's basically like being topless. So we're just gonna have a check-in. Oh God, I'm sweaty. I am so sweaty. Oop. Hat needs to stay put. If the hat goes, the microphone goes, and that's just gonna be deafening for you guys. All right. I mean, lighting's not the best in here. But I mean, I'm feeling pretty good for this. Definitely more to lose. Like, we are still carrying quite a bit of chub, but I feel like arms have definitely seen most of the benefit from losing the fat loss. Definitely a bit of like a bit more of a noticeable side profile now, which is nice. Yeah, arms and forearms are just looking crazy. For me, they're looking crazy. Shoulders don't look half bad either. I'd like to get a little bit more shoulder vascularity. Yeah, I think I'd like is a little bit more shoulder vascularity, but I'm definitely feeling in better shape. Definitely don't feel too out of it, which is nice. A little bit of a back flare for you. But yeah, to be fair, I can't really see my back when I'm doing this, but from the slight side-eye angle, the glimpse I've caught of myself, I feel like it's looking pretty good. And to be fair, looking in the mirror, just off to the side there, to be fair, I don't know if those are like fun house mirrors over there, but I feel like I think I'm probably looking in the best shape I've been in a while, which is probably saying more about the shape I've had before than the shape I have now. I'm usually quite a fat boy, but it's nice. I'm like 119 and a half. So I can just hold this weight now coming into comp. I don't need to like cut down anymore. I can just allow myself to gain a little bit, but all in all, I'm feeling good. So yeah, I mean, that kind of signs out the session. There's nothing more that we need to talk about. I've got a rest day tomorrow. Might be getting back into rugby, not like actual full contact rugby, not risking that. Ironically, Riley, the one who blew his knee out playing rugby, is the one who suggested it. But just for like cardio's sake, cardio and a bit of fun. We'll see. But yeah, I appreciate you joining me. I've been Alexander the Bench Viking. I hope your lifts stay big, your stresses stay small, and I'll see you for the next episode. Catch.